The Champion of Champions tournament sees 16 of the world's best players competing against each other. The 16 are placed in 4 groups of 4. Each group plays down to a winner. 3 groups have been completed, 3 winners have emerged. We're waiting for a 4th, and he'll come from Group 1. Ronnie O'Sullivan is a step closer to winning that group after a hard-fought victory over Jimmy White. White raced into a 3-0 lead. O'Sullivan needed to win the next 4 frames. He did just that and held off White in the process. Confirmation of the results so far, Neil Robertson booked his semi-final place after wins over Martin Gould and Sean Murphy. Mark Allen came through after beating Matt Selt and then facing Mark Selby in the playoff. Judd Trump looked comfortable in his win over Stephen Maguire, completing it in 4 straight frames and then beating Tepchai Unu. John Higgins and Stuart Bingham will play in the other Group 1 match. The match is the best of 7 frames. Frame 1 was dominated by Higgins, who, with a break of 78, took the opener.
Higgins, 78, and the first frame.
In the second frame, Bingham had his chances but failed to capitalise, allowing Higgins to double his lead.
9.
This is now the 3rd frame. Both players have registered on the scoreboard. Commentary comes from David Hendon and Stephen Hendry.
Again here, it's so easy for the red that John's going to play to flick the other red and go towards that left corner pocket. That's why he's playing the dead weight shot again.
Yeah, if he was really on song, you'd have fancied him for that, but hasn't been so far today, really. Fabulous shot. Sure, angles will be purring in the studio from that one. You'll be watching that on a loop later, I'm sure.
Well, he's hit the red, but he won't be happy with the outcome because he's given John a chance to pot this red and may have an angle to get out for the black to the right corner. Yeah, he's got the angle. Now has he got the angle on the black to just flick that red away? Leave himself on one to the left corner. Yeah, there's the angle. Beautiful.
Eight. Nine.
Looks to have just gone far enough. So you can just drop on the red. So this red, I was going to say this red has become the big shot, but obviously the yellow where it is not easy, but he would have liked a little bit more angle on this red.
60.
As I've said, the more pace you want to play these along the cushion, the more difficult they become. Dropping them in dead weight is no problem, almost unmissable. Just got a slight angle. 2 cushions. In fact, he just dropped it in.
17.
Natural angle will be taking the cue ball close to the brown. Anything but straight. Anything but straight. And you can see his head drop there.
24.
A beautiful shot in the black.
John
It's the
Higgins,
same problem.
24.
Have to play them at pace. Got to be so precise. So, scores all square, 56 each. As we come to the colours. Who's going to make the first error on safety?
Not quite a snooker. But this is, and Higgins will feel he just gave away the advantage there.
Yeah, Higgins' reaction to his shot wasn't so much that he played a bad shot, but he kind of knew what was going to happen next. It was a straightforward shot Stuart had to lay the snooker. Good hit. be the winning shot in this frame, because this is not only difficult to hit the yellow, but to get it safe. Lovely shot, this cue ball twice across the table. Nicely in behind the black. Plenty of room around the back of the yellow as well. If he's playing it at pace, obviously the free ball comes into it. And the cue ball being tight in the cushion, and you can't manoeuvre the cue ball as well either. He's playing it slow, so he won't leave a free ball.
Foul. I'm gonna miss.
He'll be going back.
Stuart Bingham for.
Trouble playing at that pace. If he just allows a little bit and then just flicks the yellow, he'll stick it onto the green pocket.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
So Stuart Bingham with a golden opportunity. His safety has been very good in this match, and it's made a difference there.
Two.
There was a key moment in this frame. Higgins
5.
was looking to make the clearance, just finished straight on the yellow along the bulk cushion, which he tried to force in for the green, missed it. It just got a slight angle on that yellow. It could well have been 3-0.
Nine.
Well, he made a mess of that blue right at the start of the match. Don't think he will with this one, though. Just roll it in. Should be 2-1.
14.
Bingham certainly not at his best, but an important frame to win this. And he managed to outwit John Higgins on the safety.
20. And the frame.
So still breathing in this match. John Higgins has his lead halved. For the target, Higgins leading 2-1.
Welcome back to the Champion of Champions. It's the second fixture in Group 1, Higgins against Bingham. The winner will take on Ronnie O'Sullivan. Higgins took the opening 2 frames. Bingham came back in the third with a break of 56. This is now the 4th. Higgins at the table. Commentary from David Hendon and Stephen Hendry.
See
16.
a bit of right-hand side take effect there when the cue ball hit the cushion. There was no side. He could have been snookered behind the pink for this red.
$17.
Watch the cue ball just as it hits the cushion. It goes up the table with that right-hand side.
$24.
Chance to stamp his authority on this match again.
$25.
Yeah, he's looked very positive all day. Came in the media room this morning and congratulated our own Clive Everton on the MBE that he's going to be picking up very soon from the Palace. That's finished okay.
30. 31.
Not sure if the bottom red of those three together pots, so maybe another little cannon here. Yeah, let's open things up now. We expect him to go and win the frame now in this position.
38. $39.
It's a little bit clumsy. Should never have been low in this black. Yep, it wasn't that shot, it was the
John
previous
Higgins,
shot.
39.
He was disgusted with himself while playing that black, and that causes the miss. He'll be furious. He looks furious, John, in his chair. Should have been 3-1 up. Here we see this shot. He's just stunning for the black to the same pocket, but he's hit it way too hard. The cue ball's travelled, well, 4 or 5 inches too far. And then you get down to the next shot and you're annoyed with yourself because you know you shouldn't be playing a trickier black. And yeah, you just have to do a little bit more with the cue ball. From it being an automatic shot where you can't miss it, you've got to put a lot of concentration into it. You're thinking about the cannon, and well, to be fair, he missed it by a mile.
Six.
Well, a bit of work to do here, but the frame looked over. I'm sure Bingham was fearing the worst in his seat.
7. $12. $30. $20. $21.
So this is where the real work begins, just off straight on this black. Couldn't do much with the white.
$28.
Oh, it's brilliant. He changed his mind. He wasn't going to play that initially.
Stunning pot. A little bit left-hand side off the cushion. Try and open these two reds up. But don't take your eyes off the pot.
Stuart Bingham,
Cardinal rule.
29.
Concentrating so much on the cannon. Well, for John Higgins, that is a shocker. The last two visits to the table will not fill John Higgins with any happiness. That was like one of my safeties.
Yeah, you did play a couple now and again. But Bingham has found a way back into this match.
1.
He's been given some help, of course, from Higgins.
This depends how greedy he wants to be, how close he wants to get that cue ball to the red, how hard he wants to hit this shot. Well, in the end, it was a very good shot.
8.
And I have to admit, at 2-0,
9.
and we're talking about Stuart's not feeling 100%. I thought this match was going to be over quickly in John Higgins' favour. It's like anything but now.
Yeah, Bingham's pot success then was in the 50s.
14.
He's found a way back into it. He has, as I say, been helped by a couple of errors from Higgins. This was the last shot that Higgins played to leave a chance at the red. So it's a lot to think about for him. Bingham needs yellow and green here.
Thank you. 16.
He has made errors himself, but they haven't been punished. His pot success is still in the 70s, but he's about to make it 2 each.
$19. 23. 28.
So all to play for in the second match of the day, which could be every bit as close as the first, which went to a
34.
decider.
And the French.
Stuart Bingham was in big trouble,
Stuart Bingham.
trailing 2-0. He got himself right back into contention now, though, levelling up here in Coventry at 2 apiece.
Welcome back to Coventry and the Champion of Champions tournament. This is the second Group 1 match, Higgins against Bingham. Higgins won the opening 2 frames, Bingham the next 2. This is now the 5th. Commentary from David Hendon and Stephen Hendry.
Really is a great arena here in Coventry. Just one table. There's so many tournaments on the circuit where it's sort of a cast of thousands. This is just the elite, of course, the champion of champions. And what a great pot from Stuart Bingham.
1.
Need another one with the white on the side cushion. No. Well, it's no more complicated, as I say, but
Stuart Bingham 1.
he'll be annoyed again. It's another mistake, as I say. There's a lot of them creeping in now. Gonna have to get this. Gonna be opening other reds up. Oh, a kiss from the heavens, that. Because he was not on the black until that red kissed the cue ball.
Well, if he's been feeling sick all day, Stuart Bingham, that wouldn't have helped. Sitting watching that.
8.
That was brutal. To be fair, he's had a couple of rubs himself. So, when you're a player though, you forget the ones that you've had.
9.
You focus on the ones that your opponents haven't, and that was a timely bit of good fortune for John Higgins.
So can he rediscover his earlier touch? He
13.
made the highest break of the match, 78 in the first frame, from his first chance, in fact, after Bingham had missed another blue.
14.
You might think a player like John Higgins has no more worlds to conquer. He's won everything there is to win, but he doesn't want to just be turning up. He wants to be still competing at the top level. Had a couple of defeats last season, which led him to even start talking about
17.
packing it in. But then got to the World Final again. A
18.
couple of little oohs and ahs there as that red struggled in.
$25. Yeah. 26.
Again, another misjudgment. I don't think he planned on the cue ball. Almost hit the other red first here. And that's what sent the cue ball in the direction. And he's got another one of these blacks. He missed one to the other pocket. This is even thinner, the contact. So really just going to focus on the pot. The cue ball will be going into the red that's closest to the black.
$33. $34.
Again, a little bit heavy-handed with a cue ball. Cue ball shouldn't have been anywhere near this right side cushion.
$39. $40.
Well, a couple of hurdles to get over, but he's still going in this frame, in this break.
Yeah, it looks to me in this break that he's really concentrating hard.
47.
He's not had complete control of the cue ball, but he knows how important this visit is, and he's just given it 100%.
$48.
So he's 45 in front. Another red and a pink. Bingham would need a snooker.
54. 55.
Pressure was on Higgins a little bit. He'd let things slip, but has really given this contribution everything. Frame ball.
Yeah, and he put so much into potting the pink because he knew it was frame ball.
61.
Get anywhere near getting position on a red.
John Higgins.
There was a huge
61.
effort there from John Higgins, it seemed, to make that what could be a frame-winning break.
Yeah, 61. Just one snooker needed. So that should be that now.
One.
And John Higgins will be relieved to edge back in front.
Black ball. John Higgins.
Bingham is
1.
coming back here, but he now needs 3 snookers.
Yeah, I don't really understand coming back to the table. I mean, to get 3 snookers off someone like John Higgins, you probably have to lay about 20 snookers to get him to miss 3 times.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Wow.
Foul.
Unexpected, to say the least,
Stuart Bingham 4.
from John Higgins. Suddenly there's a glimmer here for Bingham.
One.
Not the best shot. He wants to get the cue ball into the D behind the red and brown if he can. So he'll probably play this off 4 cushions.
Well, missed the pink, so he nods his head.
Stuart
And
Bingham
that's the end
1.
of that
Frame
frame.
conceded.
John Higgins a bit relieved
John
after the in-off. He made a good 61 though. And John Higgins finds himself a frame away from another meeting with Ronnie O'Sullivan. He leads Stuart Bingham 3-2.
Welcome back to the opening game in Group 1 of the Champion of Champions. It's Higgins against Bingham to decide who will face Ronnie O'Sullivan in the playoff. The match was finally balanced after 4 frames, but the 5th was won by Higgins, who's now just 1 frame away from victory.
10.
Commentary from David Hendon and Stephen Hendry.
He's been brilliant throughout his career, closing matches out.
17.
Seemed
John
to
Higgins.
overhit that
17.
for me. was a wide from Stuart Bingham. And look at where the cue balls ended up. John Higgins straight back to the table with an opportunity. Has he calmed down from that last shot?
One.
Now that red stain over the corner pocket is very handy, because it means he can just concentrate on potting this black. If you have to do a lot with a cue ball, it would be missable.
Such an emotional roller coaster snooker. We saw it in the first match, and we've seen it again here. Higgins
8.
missing that red, went back to his seat, looking thoroughly fed up, angry with himself, but immediately gets a chance. Because
9.
Bingham missed his own chance.
Well, he's not making it easy for himself, John. Again, he's about a good 4 inches short with a cue ball. It just makes the positional shot so much more tricky. Got to do much more with a cue ball. Well, he's found a red to the right middle, but is he hampered by the
16.
red closest to the cue ball? This problem all caused by not getting on the black properly.
Yeah,
John
and it
Higgins,
all multiplied, and
60.
eventually he misses that. So it's 2 good chances he's had in this frame, and he's back to feeling fed up again.
One.
Good pot, but again, low in the black. It just makes the pot missable, because you're concentrating so much on the positional side. And he has. This has become very, very scrappy.
Bingham.
And John Higgins
1.
has now got his 3rd chance handed on a plate. Surely, this time, he closes this match out.
One.
Well, let's be honest, O'Sullivan wasn't at his best either. He got over the line against Jimmy White. Higgins hasn't been at his best here, but you get the feeling if they play each other, they could bring the best out of each other this evening. We've done that plenty of times before. Higgins has just got to get into the match by winning this frame. They're the 2 most successful snooker players still playing on the tour, Higgins and O'Sullivan, in terms of titles.
6.
The 4 reds that are around the pink, they're all kind of covering each other. The black is covering the left corner pocket, so he's just got to negotiate here. His positional side. That's why he's played for the black. Try and get that out of the way.
7.
But again, not straightforward to get nicely in the next red. You would think this is a shot. If he gets nicely on a red now, surely it's game over. As in so often happens when you've wasted
40.
chances, the balls don't forgive you. You could play that shot another 100 times and get a nice kiss and be on a red. I think the red is closest to it. Does it pot to the corner? It's tight. Maybe it doesn't pot to 100% of the pocket, but it certainly goes in the right half as John looks at it. You'd have to say this is match ball.
Thank you.
It'll be match ball, but he concentrated so much on the
50.
tricky pot that didn't pay full attention to the position, and he's got another one of those blacks. He's missed a few off the spot in the last half an hour. And you can see the way the reds are lined up. Not guaranteed to be nice in the next red. No, good shot.
One final push needed then. He's 54 in front, 75 on. A couple more reds required.
$23.
Yeah, that last black was a really good shot, and you could almost see the sort of focus come back into his body. The body language changed because he knew that was a tough shot.
29.
And he made it.
$30.
So already a snooker required. He'd like this pink for the extra points. And it looks like another chapter in an enduring rivalry, snooker's version of El Clasico. Ronnie O'Sullivan against John Higgins coming up in about 90 minutes time here in Coventry this evening.
37.
Both, I'm sure, looking to improve on their earlier performances, but both crucially have made it through to the group final.
$42. Thanks. 43.
One of the things, of course, that links both O'Sullivan and Higgins is their vast experience of winning, even if they're not necessarily at 100%, and that's what Higgins has done here. He needed 3 chances in this frame.
50.
He looked a certainty at 2-0. Bingham was struggling. Bingham played some real good
51.
safety and got himself back into the match at 2-2. But it's the 4-times world champion who is safely through with
58.
his third half century of the match.
Thanks. 59. $64. 66. $69. 73.
Well, you can forget about the mistakes and just concentrate on the win
78.
and on this winning break. and get himself prepared for a big match to come later on here this evening. John Higgins then
84.
sets up a mouth-watering encounter with Ronnie O'Sullivan in the group final. It's John Higgins the winner by 4 frames to 2.
It's John Higgins who'll face Ronnie O'Sullivan to not only determine the winner of Group 1, but also to decide who will make the semi-final in the ManBet X Champion of Champions 2019.